Hello. One moment. I nearly forgot to pull up the hat. I think we're good now. And if I push buttons, they should work now. Because I fixed them. I fixed all of them. Hello. I am a little overheated right now because I may have gotten scratched a few more times today, and I didn't appreciate it, so I locked the cats out of the office for a little while, and then I got really caught up playing Baldur's Gate, and then I forgot to eat before stream, so I had to do that, but we're all Gucci now. It's all good. I ate, and I had a lot of fun playing, and we're all happy. And the little kitty who just ran in here is not going to bite and scratch my legs like she did earlier, and that's why she got everyone kicked out of here. Isn't that right? Good girl. Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna do that because that's what bad kitties do. I felt very, very bad about kicking her out of the room, but it was a necessary thing to do. I was expecting, like, some biting and scratching and all that. I mean, it comes with having a cat for one, but it also especially comes with having a kitten who's still learning these things. She's learned to not bite. She only nibbles now already, which is very good of her. Yes, ma'am. Hi. Hey. Yeah, you did good. You learned how to nibble. And today she learned how to use the right litter box and not poop and pee on the floor or in my bed, as she did this morning. Today was an experience. But it's okay, it's okay. She's learning. Mia is warming up to her, but still establishing boundaries, so we're good on that front so far. And hopefully, knock on wood, everything continues going well. But yeah, no, I'm all scratched up now, both my shoulders, arms, and hands. She accidentally hooked a claw into my lip this morning when she was jumping on the bed. She's a little rascal. But I know it's just she doesn't know what she's doing. Ma'am? No. No. We don't climb with our claws. No. 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 We don't climb with our claws. Swoosh. She will learn. Oh, the music's not playing, and my desktop audio unmuted itself. Great, fantastic, 10 out of 10. It's okay. It's alright, I fixed my scenes profile in OBS, so I have all my scenes back again. And hopefully I'll get some good progress on this. This is, Nova's sworn sister, Nebula. Okay, guess what, Mia? No. 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 Oh my god, no, don't eat that. No. Stop. If she does one more thing. Okay. Alrighty, door gets closed. No. No. We don't chew with wires. I've learned the edges of my patience. And for her sake as well as mine, because I don't want her to start chewing wires as aggressively as she is now, I will simply remove her from the situation. I think part of it is because it's the wire my iPad is plugged into, so it's charging. So I knock into it and it wiggles, and she's like, "Oh, toy!" And I'm like, "No, it's not a toy. It's not." It'll be fine. She's very upset. I don't know if the mewing is coming through, but she is very upset. She'll be fine though. She doesn't know what no means yet, but she understands when the door is closed, she has done something bad. And it won't always be closed. As soon as she starts learning these things, it'll be fine. And definitely at night, I'm not going to leave the doors closed, because I want her to be able to wake me up. And she's got all her food and stuff in the other room. That's where it is for both the cats, so they're fine. She's just upset. And of course, I was periodically checking on her throughout the day as well, to make sure that she was all good, wasn't getting into any trouble, didn't have an accident somewhere or anything like that. She was very good. She was looking out the window, all curled up, having a good nap. She also took one of Mia's favorite spots, which I was like, uh-oh, Mia, don't get mad at her. Oh no. I'm not sure if Mia saw or if Mia was just like, it's not worth it to get in the scuffle with the kitten or something like that. Maybe she's okay with sharing. She and Annabelle always had like separate spots. Like, one of them would claim a spot and then the other one would refuse to take it. Except for the windowsill in here in the office. Occasionally Annabelle would take that. She is still very upset out there. She'll be okay. That sounded a little concerning, but I didn't hear any squeaks. I just heard a scuffle. Okay, she's mewing farther away now. I'm gonna double check on that just in case someone got hurt. What happened? Do you want something over there? Where do you think you're going? No, you're in trouble. No. No. No, ma'am. You're in trouble. She zoomed in here. Oh my god. Little shit. That's okay. My goodness. She is a handful and a half. Anyways, as I was saying, this is Nebula. My D&D character's sworn sister, essentially, like, whenever you have those, like, pair of swordsmen who always swear to, like, protect each other's back, they're like a pair of fighters who always fight together type of thing, that's what they were. And then things went fucky-wucky in Nova's backstory. And all sorts of shit started happening. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be perfectly fine. Everyone is gonna be alive and happy at the end of the campaign, and no one's gonna be upsetty, right? Everything is gonna be great. Crossing my fingers. Coping. I will feel a lot safer when I get another feat. Because I'm going to pick Lucky. And then I'm going to train myself, if I see a nat 1, to immediately scream Lucky. That's literally all it's going to be for, is just to say, oopsie, actually I had this roll. I was playing more Baldur's Gate earlier. I think I am about to enter... I'm about to finish like the first chapter and stuff. I don't know. I clicked on a thing and it said, hey, if you advance here, everything's gonna be super dangerous. And I'm like, oh cool, I'm not ready for that. So I decided to take another path, and it didn't tell me that same thing when I took this path. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. All I know is the weird alien lady really likes me. She propositioned me really fast. Just fucking out of the blue, and I was like, oh, okay, hello. Was not expecting that. You're cool, but I don't like you in that way. I was very upsetty because, like, my instinct with video games is always to pick the nice choices. I want to help people. I like helping people because then helping people gets me more money and more people like me. And also, I just like doing good things. But Astrian doesn't like doing good things, and he got really mad at me for doing good things several times. I was like, no! You don't understand. You don't understand. It's for the long-term benefits, Astrian. I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm just trying to get all of their money. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's alive. I totally haven't save scummed several times to make sure I didn't have to go through several deaths. And yeah, I'm learning pressing the F5 key very often in Baldur's Gate is very useful. Because holy shit, things just start happening when you least expect it. I was just minding my business and a mushroom started talking to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this universe? Mushrooms just do that? And then I made the mushrooms mad on accident, even though I asked for permission for the thing I did. I had permission, and then they got pissed at me anyways. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I asked. The lady said yes. I don't get what your fucking problem is. It's not your choice. It was her choice. It was very annoying. I also, I was having a lot of difficulty with one particular thing, and I was really upset because I had to leave because there was no way for me to get past the obstacles. Like, I don't understand the puzzle that they were trying to do there. Like, I'm sorry. I'm very blind. There's so many things on the screen at any given point in time. The backgrounds are so detailed. I can't tell what is an interactable item and what's not. There's too much there. There's too much. And then, like, one of the mechanics they had during this same dungeon, different puzzle, like, it wasn't clear that you could continue forward with this thing. And it took me like 3 or 4 different save scums just for that specific part to figure that out. That's fine, I figured it out. I did feel very dumb afterwards. Especially because I was just like, okay, I'm supposed to be able to move forward now. Right? Right? Why can't I move forward? And it turns out I could move forward, but it just wasn't fucking obvious. I think overall, I do enjoy the game. Like I said, I got caught up with it so much that I was late for stream, because I forgot to eat and I had to eat real quick. But, I will not deny that it is a very frustrating game. With 5e and tabletop RPGs in general, the nice thing about it is that your dungeon master can give you hints when they realize you're a little bit lost. And Baldur's Gate doesn't do that, because it shouldn't need to, because it is a video game, and essentially you're supposed to just click on things until it works. But sometimes when you start doing that, then you start breaking things on accident, and like, you haven't saved recently, you're just kind of fucked over. It's a very confusing game. And I guess part of it is just like they intend you to replay it and learn these things and then apply them in later playthroughs and whatnot. Maybe? I don't know. To some degree I can understand that because it is a video game, but also at the same time, like in my brain, in my head, for D&D you typically play through a campaign once. and that's the campaign. And you either won or you lost. So it's all a little bit confusing to me. I'm just really not used to this style of game. And it probably sounds like complaints, but it's really not. It's just more just like, I'm trying to understand it, and I don't quite yet. But I'm slowly getting there. It's like a lovely little puzzle for me to figure out. Speaking of puzzles, oh my god, next week Book of Hours releases, and I'm so excited because everything's unlocked now. I am no longer held back by beta-only content. I can finally confirm whether or not I have actually done the fucking Grand Ascent puzzle correctly. I have all of my notes and a lovely little book. Like 2 or 3 other people and myself are gonna go fucking hog wild on the wiki and add literally fucking everything. And it's gonna be amazing. And it's gonna be the only thing I play for like a month. And then I'm going to probably play Guild Wars because Secrets of the Obscure is also releasing this month. But Book of Hours is first. is releasing first. So I've got a lovely little lineup of games coming up. And then, like I said, I'll be working on the Love Nikki and Shining Nikki stuff. I was gonna work on that today, and then I started playing Baldur's Gate, and that was a mistake. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow, because I want to go back to playing Baldur's Gate if I finish doing this art today. It's a good game. Hello, Diego. I am talking non-spoilery about Baldur's Gate, because, I might have been late to stream because I forgot to eat because I was playing it. I realized it was 7, and I was like, oh, I should start stream, and then, like, I sat there for a second, and I realized I was, like, a little bit dizzy, and I was like, oh, I haven't eaten since lunch, huh? And it was an early lunch. So I was like, okay, you know what? Stream can wait a little bit. We don't need to be hangry. How's it going? I'm just working on D&D art. The kitties are locked out of the room because Miss Marjorie keeps clawing up my legs. And while I would love to give her attention every second of every day... Oh no! Diego! Diego, no, that's not good for you! Oh no! Diego, you gotta eat! But yeah, she's been clawing up my legs and clawing up my chair. And I'm trying to teach her to not do that, but she is not learning. So now her punishment is she doesn't get to come into the office. She has to remain outside of it. Because we don't appreciate kitty claws and my delicate leg skin. That hurts a lot, especially since they're already really scratched up because she's been doing this the whole time. It's fine though. She's learning. She's learned how to use the litter box, and she has learned to not bite. She only nibbles now, which is very good of her. And I'm making sure to reward her when she does those things correctly. I do want her to still nibble, because that's just like her way of being like, hey, I'm done with whatever you're doing right now, let me down type of thing. That's what Mia does. Driver's seat is a good thing, because they only have so much body language they can use, you know. It's very, very funny though, because every time I walk outside the office, Marjorie runs straight up to me, and she like starts like weaving around my legs, like, hello, I'm a good kitten now, please let me in, please pet me, please shower me with love and affection, I swear I'll be good this time. And then she, like, as soon as I'm like, okay, I'm gonna open the door, I'm gonna let you in, immediately starts clawing up my leg again. I'm like, oh, come on. Ma'am, you had one lesson to learn. Well, she has one lesson to learn now. She learned the litter box today, so I'll call today a win, at the very least. So it's fine. Oh, I found like a bunch of companions. I don't know if I have all the companions in Baldur's Gate yet. I need to double check. I'll probably check a wiki. But I think I have everyone now. I stumbled into one of them by accident, and it was like... it was one of those where it's like, you think there's only one option? And I was just like, oh, I'm gonna feel really bad about this if I pick one or the other, but like, I really want this person. And then it turns out you can have both of them still. It was just like, fuck yeah. Hi, fellow. Please don't mind the Mew. She's just upset that she's not allowed in the office because she's been scratching my legs. Yes, Marjorie? Yeah? Yeah. I hear you. She's fine. This is basically the equivalent of food bowl is halfway empty, crying of hunger, cat meows. I didn't hear any loud noises, and I didn't hear any hissing or anything like that, so she's certainly not in any danger. And my headphones are off. Oh my god! She has got a throat. Jesus. I don't necessarily want to reward this behavior by opening the door for her right now. Because this is a little much. I don't know how much I've talked about this, but Mia is a very smart cat. She knows that if she's missing food or water, like I just missed that one of those needs to be refilled, she can mew at me and then lead me over to those, and I can fix it for her. And she will also mew at me if she just needs a little bit of attention or something like that, or she just wants to have like a little fake chat or whatever. And Annabelle would mew when she's lost sight of everyone and she wanted to make sure like somebody was still there, because then we would go check on her to make sure she wasn't hurt or anything, which is good. And I want Marjorie to learn both of those behaviors, but I also do not want her to be clinging to me 24/7. And I'm trying to do more research on kitten stuff, but I think she's in that stage of like, you gotta be a little different, like a little distant, part of the day at the very least, to help them kind of learn independence at this stage. So I've been going out there and checking on her and loving on her and whatnot, to make sure that she knows that like everything's all good. She's all good, but my fucking god, I need I need a little bit of space, man. You cannot be clinging to me 24/7. That's not why I have cats. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Philip. That is exactly what Mia does. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think she's angrier now because I'm talking and she can probably hear me. And she's very upset that she knows I'm in here and I'm not responding. Why is that on a different layer? Interesting. I will not give in. 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 Not yet. Not yet. Oh, this is very upsetting. I don't like listening to this. Not because it's annoying. It's genuinely upsetting. But it is a lesson she must be taught. Meow meow. Take over. Thankfully, Mia has taken a little bit of initiative. When Marjorie quiets down a little bit more, Mia will come over and like check her out and like sniff at her. Cause she's interested. She wants to know what's happening with her, but Marjorie just has like too much energy and moves around too much for her right now still. So I think on the front of making sure the cats get along, at the very least, they will tolerate each other for sure once they sort everything out. I was like, oh, I think she's finally settled down. Nope. Gosh darn it, Marjorie. She'll be alright. It's only day 3 or so. Yeah, no, you know, it's more technically day 2 still for her here. And with as fast as she's adjusted to other things, it's very understandable that she's taking some time on this. She's just a little kitten. Just barely 8 weeks old. I joke around, but I knew a lot of this was something I should expect, where, like, I'm going to need a lot of patience with her, because she is a tiny kitten. And that's okay. She just needs help. Her eye was looking a little bit better, but I forgot. I misread the dates for the vet appointment. It's actually next weekend, which is still not bad, but a little frustrating. I hope her eye stays okay. I might call, if it still looks gunky tomorrow and Monday, I might call in and be like, hey, I got an appointment, but her eye looks like it needs attention now. She should be all good otherwise, though. She's been all healthy, bright and cheerful, as a kitten should be otherwise. I was a little worried about the litter box situation, because that can sometimes be a sign of something going wrong with a kitty if they can't use the litter box properly. But she figured it out today, so I think it's all good. I think it was just different kind of litter box, different kind of litter. Had to figure out, oh, this is where I do the doo-doo. And I'm very proud of her. There we go. That's starting to look a little bit better. There's no contrast with all these pastels. It was really bothering me. Oh, look at that. One of my friends is playing Baldur's Gate 3. I thought if I opened up my Steam profile, friends, like Hannah would be playing Baldur's Gate right now. Let's see. Where's friends? Yup. The ones I can see. Nearly half of them. As it goes. Are there games, not just by the same company, but like in general, are there other games like Baldur's Gate out there? Not necessarily specifically having the 5e rules from D&D, but just like this sort of way of traversing the world and turn-based attacks and stuff like that, and not like giant armies or anything, like a small party of characters. Because I have no idea if this is like a new thing or not. I'm assuming there's things similar to it, because I mean there's turn-based games all over the place, and the style of movement, like you see it in MOBAs and stuff like that. Oh, no worries. Are you talking about for this character, Philip? I made the reference for this character offline, if that's the case. I'm working through a lot of different outfit designs for both her and Nova. Here. So this is her default outfit. This is made by Terrific. Same for Nova's original outfit. This one, this is also by Terrific. Who's a different artist. I bought the designs from her, and I use them for my D&D stuff. And then I made this. Where'd it go? This is Nova's current in-game outfit. I made that while we were playing D&D, and then these other three, I was working on them, apparently, last week. Probably sometime while I was, like, thinking through work problems. But this is Nebula's matching outfit to Nova's outfit. This is an alternate universe Nova, and this is my Storyverse Nova current outfit. Also, in general, I haven't been very good at actually streaming every time, so no worries. I'm trying to get back on a good schedule. I've been trying to for a while. Things have just been hectic. Yeah, so the base I'm using when I do like basic character design, before I do stuff like their facial shape and stuff like that, is also by Territorific. It's my favorite base to work on. Whenever I try to work on my own base, for some reason, like, something in my brain gets caught up in the way that I have the proportions or something else, and it gets really, really annoying really quickly. But I figured out from a different base, from a different artist, that if I just use somebody else's base, I don't think about it, and I can focus on the things that I'm trying to design, like the hairstyle and the clothing and the color scheme and stuff like that. So that's why I use somebody else's base when I'm doing just the basic design. And then I can get the details in, like the exact body type, the exact facial structure, and stuff like that. This base by Territorific, I think, is like $15. Which, if you think that's expensive, understandable. A lot of people are very rude about trying to steal her art style, which, like, whatever your views on the idea of stealing an art style are, it is very much a fact that people have essentially tried to mimic her style to pretend to create art by her type of thing, or just be like, essentially a rip-off version of her art, which is very, very frustrating. I'm sure for her, and honestly, like, as an artist in general, is just kind of one of those things where it's just like, that's just rude to do. So I fully understand why her base is so expensive. She also puts a lot of effort in them. I mean, it's not just one base, it's 2 different body types and like several different face types and stuff like that, so yeah. Yeah, this is less of a originality thing and more of people like explicitly mimicking her art on purpose. If we're talking originality, oh boy, do I have some stories there. Oh my god, look. I totally understand people's, like, instinct to protect their work, protect their intellectual property, protect, like, the fact that they created something original to them, where, like, yes, they had all these inspirations and stuff, but this was their thing that they made. They didn't take it from somebody else. And then they turn around and they see someone else who's kind of like in the same circles as them, who does almost exactly the same thing, and they just go, "Excuse me?" I totally understand. But there's no such thing as an original idea, and for every character you create, there's almost certainly one in the whole scope of the world that is practically the same thing, because ideas are not unique. And that's okay, they don't have to be. Everything is everyone's interpretation of something, and I feel like that's more important. But the truly funniest instance I've seen of someone claiming idea theft, because sometimes when I see it, it's just like, oh yeah, that person totally traced that art, or oh yeah, that person totally just took that art and said, I'm just gonna copy this line for line in my style, but it's basically the same thing. I've seen that before, and it's totally just a ripoff. But the one that really made me laugh was, for a little bit when I was younger, I got interested in photo manipulation. I don't have access to Photoshop or anything like that. I was doing it still in the same program, so it was kind of a little shoddy. around the edges type of thing, but I still feel like I did a pretty decent job considering the tools I was using. And I was following somebody else who's pretty good at it and was well known for it, and like they had a section of their DeviantArt dedicated to creating manipulated stock assets. Essentially, they would take a few assets and they would manipulate them together into a new asset that people could use as kind of like a shortcut type of thing. The details of it don't matter, but that was one of the reasons they were well known for that. And I remember one day they posted a PSA journal, and they're like, this person steals ideas and copies them for themselves and claims credit for them and blah 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 blah. And I looked at the deviations that they shared, the two pictures, the one that was by them and the one that was by this person, and I was just like, you know, I don't know that much about photo manipulation. I'm very much a beginner. These look like two completely different things. I even messaged the person. I was just like, hey, I totally understand, like, you know, sometimes it feels like this really, like, right away, and it's always nerve-wracking. And I was just like, I don't think they copied you. I really don't think they copied you. I mean this in the kindest way possible. And they're like, no, they copied me. I'm like, okay then. Oh my god, yeah. Any, like, generic anime artist that, like, starts getting into that style of, like, slightly more realistic shading and, like, is clearly very good at what they do, my heart goes out to them for sure as well, where it's just like, oh god, you're probably, like, people are just like, oh, you do AI art or some shit nowadays, and I feel so bad for them. I feel extra bad because, like, on DeviantArt, they have those filters where you can filter out AI art and all that stuff, and you still get assholes that don't tag their art as AI's shit, so you don't see it until you look into, like, the details of either their profile or the individual pictures themselves, and it's just like, hey asshole, fuck off, and fucking tag your work appropriately. I don't give a shit whether you're doing AI or not. That's just rude. You're passing off this thing as your own, whether or not you just put it in the comments or not. I'm pretty sure, like, you're supposed to tag this on DeviantArt now. That's a thing. And every fucking time it's the same style, and I always feel really, really bad when I go onto an artist page and they don't say anything about AI, but they have one of those styles, and it's just like, I don't know if I can trust you or not. I really don't. There's a lot of them now who are tagging stuff, no AI art, or they'll have in their comments something to the effect of, don't put my shit through fucking AI. And it's just like, okay, you definitely are not. Almost certainly are not. Okay, I can trust you. But yeah, it's really rough going. I'm a profound hater of abstract modern art. Not in the sense that I think it should never exist, just the state of where it has become with shit like taping a banana to the fucking wall. I would rather people tape bananas to the wall and get paid millions for that than fucking AI art. I would happily watch somebody do that, because you know what? At least they put it up there with their own two fucking hands. At least that was actually something they created. And you know what? Fuck it. I'll join the side of the modern artists who bullshit their way through things. Hell yeah. I'm on their side. Fuck AI art. Cause you know what? You know fucking what? The piece of art that radicalized me to this thinking. I believe I've described it on stream before. I was in the Chicago Museum of Modern Art, and there were a few things in there that I was like, okay, yeah, I can get behind this. But there was one piece in there that just riled me up so much, and I couldn't say it to anyone there because they were like, oh yeah, I totally get all of these now, and I didn't really understand it before. I'm like, okay, I don't know what the fuck you're on now. That makes you understand it. But it was two pillows, just like store-bought pillows, placed on the ground, and glitter like sparkled over them and sprinkled over them. Not in any artistic way or anything, it was just thrown on there. And they were saying this as I was looking at that they're like, oh yeah, I'm starting to understand all of this now. And I kind of just like turned to them, I was like, huh? You people call this art? This is just what fucking happens at a sleepover when I remember I have glitter. What the fuck you mean this is art? But you know what? That's art to me now. I'll support it. Yeah, like, I feel like there's a lot of people out there that when they hear someone like me get upset over the idea of abstract art, that they're misunderstanding why there is an upsetness there. I understand if it's just like some people are just like looking at the picture and they're just like, what the fuck, it's just a circle. And that to them is just like, well no, you're missing the point of what abstract art is. Because if you boil down abstract art, the intent of it is to simplify down to the bare essentials of what you need to get your point across. And sometimes all that is just a single shape. A single shape and a couple colors. And I understand that exercise. I understand, like, how abstract art is created. And oftentimes I do see very abstract modern art where I'm just like, yeah, you know what? You've really got a point to say, and the way you've done this here is an incredible way of doing that. And that's art still, to me. My frustration with it is not necessarily in, like, the meaninglessness of it, but to me, art is effort. Art is putting something together from your experiences, using your hands to paint, to sculpt, to slowly hold pieces of things together, like a sand to create a sand castle, or multimedia sculptures where you just piece random things together like that to create something whole. And when I see someone like just throw a few items together and say, oh yeah, that's art, it frustrates me, not because I don't think they're not putting effort in, kind of not that they're putting effort in. It's really hard to describe, because, like, well, using the same example of these two pillows with the glitter, I understood the meaning that they were trying to get across. I don't remember exactly what it was, but, like, they had, of course, the little plaque that they do at museums where it describes what the artist's intent is. And I was like, yeah, I mean, that was fucking obvious. But, like, where's the effort? Did you make the pillows yourself? Did you create this glitter yourself? Is there something special about these individual components that makes this meaningful beyond the fact that it exists? I mean, fuck it. If you want to go that direction, get into photography. Don't make it a sculpture, because this feels insulting. Because with photography, not only do you have setting the scene itself, but you also have the lighting, the mood, editing, if that's part of what you want to have in your photography. And that's what makes photography art to me, is that you have all these different pieces that you have to carefully line up together to create something, even if it's something as abstract as 2 pillows with some glitter on it. You have a lot of meaningful choices to make there. And there was another piece at the museum at the time where it was these towers of just, I don't have a nicer way to put it, really shittily made pottery. Where it was like, they made a pot and then they like kind of flubbed it, like when it was still in the pottery wheel, so it kind of got a little dented on one side, and they're like, ah, it's fine, just stick it on the stack, and they just like stacked up 5 or 6 of them. That's exactly what it looked like. They all kind of like melted together a little bit, and then they glazed each pot in the stack a different color. And they had like 4 or 5 of them, of these towers of them all set up. And I was just like, you know, it's ugly as fuck, but there's effort here. There's effort, and I can find a meaning in that. I don't like it. As I said, it's ugly as fuck. But a standard of art is not beauty to make it art. It is something people enjoy to have in art to make it beautiful, but it's not a requirement of art. So I was just like, I don't like it, but we'll call that one art. There's other things that I didn't understand, but I could see like there was effort put into it there, and it felt like there was a meaning behind it. I just couldn't personally parse it at the time. I was a sophomore in high school, so there was plenty of things with meaning that was just lost on me at the time. I do remember there was one picture in particular that really, really spoke to me. And it was this very large picture on the wall. And it was one of those paintings where, if you look at it at not the quite angle or distance, it all just looks like a big sea of red. And you look at it and you're kind of like, fucking excuse me? It's that kind of abstract art look. And then you get into the right angle, and the light hits it correctly, and you're at the right distance. And then you see all of these different shades and layers of red, and it showed a picture, and I may be remembering this wrong, but if I recall correctly, it was of like a war zone essentially, and I just went, oh that's good. Now that's some solid fucking abstract art right there. Some solid modern art. Someone should be pretentious over this, because that is some real effort there to create something like that. That's the only piece I remember where I was just like, yeah, I liked this one. And then I walked out of the museum, and when I got home, I like turned to my parents and I was just like, I want to go to Chicago again so I can go to the art museum. Do not bring me to the Modern Museum. You will not like the words that come out of my mouth. For, I think it was my 18th birthday, we did go back to Chicago because I really wanted to see the art museums again. Because the big Chicago Art Museum there has such a huge selection of, like, historical art there. I think they had, it was either Picasso, I think it was Picasso. They had a few pieces there when we went the second time, and that was really cool to see. I think they had one of his self-portraits there, and I was just like, oh, this is so cool! But they have, like, a lot of, like, historical statues and stuff there, too, and it's just, oh, it's so cool. I need to go to more art museums. They're really fun to go to. As much as I harp on abstract modern art specifically, I very much enjoy the experience of studying art. I also certainly don't fault anyone for going, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna make a living off of those I'm gonna bullshit my way through it. I also don't, if somebody disagrees with me in the idea of art requiring effort, that's perfectly fine so long as they're not trying to defend AI art. Sorry, my bad. I keep forgetting to do this. It's technically just computer-generated images. It's not... Especially as a computer scientist, because I understand to a degree how this machine learning, deep neural network stuff works for what they call AI art. It's not art. It's not even the idea of, like, there's no meaning behind it, it's not a person creating it or anything like that. The way that those AI systems work cannot create art because there's no... It's not consistency, it's not meaning. There's no intent behind it. And I'm not talking about, like, human intent. I'm talking, like, you can teach a computer to draw something. You can teach it to draw a frog, for example, and it can learn what a frog looks like. But these neural networks aren't doing that necessarily. They're associating specific shapes and colors with all of these different images that have the tag frog on them and saying, okay, this is an approximation based on all of this data that we've scraped, that this is what a frog is. But it doesn't know what a frog is, and it can't, like, without any external data of what a frog is, it can't create one, and you can't just be like, hey, here's generally, like, what a frog is, like, I want you to draw a bit of an oval in a few locations, and that's how you draw the leg, and then a bigger oval, and that's the body, and then you want to do a couple smaller ovals for the front. Like, it can't do that, it doesn't understand that. That's not how they work. They're not drawing frogs. They're generating an approximation of what the machine is deciding what a frog is. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that correctly, but it's the best way I can think of off the top of my head to really explain, like, why it's not art. It's just generated approximate images. And that's why, like, AI art has all those issues with generating hands or generating patterns or things like that. It doesn't know what those things are. It's just guessing. Because that's all neural networks do. It's a bunch of numbers behind the screen going through different gates, kind of, logic gates almost, trying to make a best guess and figuring out what a best guess is based off of thousands upon thousands upon thousands of training sets on what the image you're looking for is, like whatever keywords you have. But it's never truly creating anything. It's just kind of muddying everything together until it's just like, is this what you want? I feel like to some degree, chatbots are almost smarter. No, they kind of work the same way. It's just they get their information from willing participants, question mark. I'm thinking about, what the fuck is that bot's name? Everyone was crazy about it when I was younger. Was it just Chatterbot? Or something like that? everyone was talking to it. But it was one of those ones where, like, it had a few, like, things it would pull from, like, the big pool of data of everyone talking to it. But it learned specifically from the conversation you were in on how to respond to you. And it would say some really silly things sometimes. I've gotten to the point where AI image generation no longer makes me, like, boiling angry. It just makes me sad and disappointed. Like, I know how neural networks like this work, and they could be useful for so many things. So why are we doing something that just in some ways truly intrinsically needs a human to be the person doing it, or just something sentient to be doing it? Why are we doing it for that? Why are we doing it for something that is very much considered a luxury, something that is a skill to be honed over years and years of practice? Why does that have to be the thing that is so devalued and determined to be something that we can just replace with computers? There's a million jobs out there that would benefit so much from humans being able to control them remotely for hygienic reasons, for safety reasons, for so many reasons. And it would be incredible if we could automate them in ways that would make that more possible. But the world doesn't want to focus on that, or at least these people who are creating this stuff, like NFTs, like crypto, like AI image generators. You know what, Philip? Genuinely, I think that's one of the first things that really upset me with AI art was when I first heard of it, I was like, hey, you know, if people made this ethical, this would be a really interesting way to help people improve their art. Because it would kind of muddle everything together, and it wouldn't be something you had been staring at for hours upon hours upon hours, so it's harder to see your mistakes and yada yada yada. It would be really, really useful in a lot of ways. But I don't trust a single fucking soul behind these creations, these programs. So I'd never put my art through it. Because, like, I like the idea of, like, being able to be like, hey, here's like a mood board of things I'm trying to merge together in my head, and I'm having difficulty putting these together to figure out this concept. That would be really cool to have as like a basis. But again, I don't fucking trust these people. I don't trust how they're doing things. I don't trust their ethics. I don't trust their morals. It's very clear that they're just all too happy to scrape people's images without consent with zero permission. And I don't want to put anything in them. I won't do it for art, I won't do it for translation, I won't do it for writing, which, oh my god, I'm seeing more and more of people doing that shit too, putting like incomplete fanfictions through some fucking writer bot and getting a shitty ending and then complaining to the original author of the fic, and the author just going, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know what you mean. Just like, you do know what I mean. How that's kind of fucked up that you're complaining to me about that. Or like just the fact that you can't trust any company that stores data anytime recently, because who knows what AI bot they're gonna create out of that. Oh my god, this week, I was talking to people at work. One of the things we use just for sending API requests has changed their downloadable program that is just on your local to where you can't import local files without having a cloud-based account, so everything that you create is on their cloud. And it's just like, why the fuck do you need that on the cloud? First off, that's not even like half a gigabyte of data. Second off, why the fuck do we need that on the cloud? Literally, we had to find somebody who had the executable for a lower version and have them install that instead, because there's no workaround, and everyone who uses this program, which it's a common program to use in the industry, is complaining about it too. And it's just like, why are we shooting ourselves in the foot? Oh my god. Wait, is Threads the Facebook one? So many things have popped up recently, and one of my friends is just like, hey, you want to try this one? Hey, you want to try this one? Hey, you want to try this one? I'm like, when people figure their shit out, I'll try the one that people figured their shit out on. But that's the Facebook meta one, right? That's like really fucked up. I'm glad. I hope it dies in the pit of fire and hell that it crawled out of. Yeah. God, I fucking hate Instagram too. I think I mentioned going to a cat lounge in person recently, while I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do, whether I was gonna adopt from like a shelter or something like that, or if I was gonna go to a breeder for a kitten. I had to explain to the person there, like, yeah, I don't have an Instagram account because I don't really like Instagram, so I couldn't see anything on your guys' Instagram, about like the individual cats here. And she was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, you probably should want to get something like that. Yeah, seriously, like, basic features of a social media site: some form of post, some form of edit, and some form of scheduling. And none of those three features should be paid. It makes my blood boil sometimes. I'm like, it's the same kind of situation with my fucking art program. I use Tumblr, which is probably the most broken site there could be. It's been leaking funds for years, and everyone's just trying to figure out how to make it profitable. And they break features on the site all the time. But, like, it's so calm there. You don't have people yelling at each other all the time. And when you do have people yelling on each other all the time, they're all stuck in their own little fucking corner on the other side of the site, out of view, because I don't follow them, and they don't get thrown on my dashboard when I don't follow them. Unless they blaze the post, in which case, good lord, there's something wrong with you if you blaze a post like that. But, like, just, It was really wild, because I originally was on Tumblr, and I moved to Twitter because I started streaming, because it was very recommended for networking and sharing stuff and whatnot. It was such an experience moving to how quiet and calm Tumblr is, minus my stint in the Voltron fandom, which we no longer speak of, to just the shitstorm that Twitter is on a daily basis. No matter how far removed you are from whatever fucking drama's going on in vaguely your circle, there was not a day that would go by, or closer to a week, because I just didn't follow that many people, because as soon as anyone started posting a ton of VTuber drama, I was just like, okay, I don't want to. I'm not about this life. I would either unfollow or mute them. I was just like, I don't come here to be stressed out. I come here to hang out with friends. Why are we all stressing each other out constantly? But that's what Twitter feeds off of. And every time I hear new information about Twitter current events against my will, it just proves further and further how cemented that is into just how Twitter functions. Like, yeah, sure, Elon's making it worse, but that's how it was from the beginning. Did I put the sword references in here somewhere? Uh-oh, I need those. It really is. And it's really frustrating because, like, Twitter's, like, the go-to place for a lot of people for, like, essentially contract-style jobs. Anything from, like, writing to commissions to stuff like anything in that kind of genre of employment. Twitter was the place to be for that, and now it's just like, what the fuck do you do? I know I've just said fuck it, and I've returned to my hole on Tumblr. But there's not really something that fills that void now that Twitter is just breaking apart. You have stuff on Instagram, you have stuff on TikTok, and I know Facebook is also used for businesses quite often as well, but like, it's just not the same. And I know there's some businesses that really thrive on Tumblr. I follow a few of them. One is the place that I get a lot of my gemstones from, and the other is a place that makes some really beautiful skirts. And they're expanding to other things now, which is very exciting for me because I don't really wear skirts anymore. But back on topic, like, Tumblr's not really a place for businesses necessarily to promote themselves. It's more of a... It's because the user base there is so anti-business and has been for quite a while, it's very hard for businesses to take root there if they're not well liked for various reasons otherwise. Small businesses will thrive, and any business that the Tumblr user base decides to like will, but it's a rough time over there. Very understandable. Tumblr is kind of one of those places you go when all you want to do is like save funny posts and memes that other people post. It's a very different site. Tumblr is less social media and it's more of just microblogging. That's what it's designed for. That's why you don't have the character limitation that you do on stuff like Twitter. You can type out full fucking essays on Tumblr, because that's what it's for. It's for typing your essays on your little blog. And culture-wise, like, if you're a blog that's just filled with reblogs, no one cares. That's normal. Oh. I got a message on my phone. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's to my fancy email. Did I get a reply on something? Nope, it's just USAA. Oh, Stream Elements has a campaign for me. Oh boy! All my packages were delivered. I'll get them in a bit. I get so many spam emails for things, and they make me sad. I would like to stop getting spam emails. Technically have a Pillow Fort account, but I don't enjoy the format of Pillow Fort. Or at least I haven't found, like, how to use it correctly, I guess. It confuses me. But Twitter confused me a lot too at first. So who knows, I might decide I like it again. I hate TikTok with a vehement passion. Not just because of all the controversies around it, but specifically like the format of it. Not the short-term videos necessarily, but just like, you can't just watch the people you follow in chronological order. And that's all I want to do. Like, if you don't have a chronological timeline on your social media, what's the goddamn point of following anyone? I don't want them just to be recommended to me a little bit more. I'm following them because I want to see what they've posted when they post it. I've never been on Instagram, but there's been nothing about Instagram ever that has ever made me want to be on Instagram. Oh man. Oh man. You know how I mentioned, that horrible stint of being in the Voltron fandom? I'm well aware of what you mean, Philip. There's been a lot of pushback on that, though. And a lot of changed minds. I know I was one of them, so I personally had a problem with people who were shipping adults with minors. And not in a, this is a kind of fucked up way type of thing. And there's a lot of, Voltron was a huge mess, to say the least, because they never confirmed ages, and they baited everything in there. Huge mess, and that made the, like, anti-shipping versus pro-shipping community stuff, like, just go off the fucking rails. And I think 2016, 2017 was, like, peak that. Nowadays, you don't follow those people, and you're Gucci. Because the only people who are talking about it now are just, like, we understand the, like, moral argument here, but we have bigger fish to fry. Like the people trying to ban LGBT books again. So can we focus on that? And that's basically what I've been seeing is, like, the consensus. Of course, it always depends on who the people you are following and, like, the communities you're in, but I'm also the kind of person, like, I'm somehow up to 300 people I'm following on Tumblr, but even on Twitter, like, I never followed more than, like, 100 active people at a time. And a lot of those people, like, didn't post every day or anything like that. And most of the people I follow on Tumblr just reblock things too, so there's not so much noise happening. Basically, Voltron fucked everything up, but we're good now because no one talks about Voltron anymore unless they're trying to inflict psychic damage on their followers. Yeah. I tried to play World of Warcraft again fairly recently. I mentioned it, I believe, and, like, I wanted to enjoy it, but parts of it just felt ripped off from other MMOs, especially Guild Wars. Like, the whole dragonflight mechanics of flying just felt like Guild Wars to a T. And, like, just all the stuff of Overwatch 2 started coming out more and more, and I was just like, man, you know, I don't think I want to give them money. I think I'll just stop. They've never particularly been a great company, but, like, yikes. I'll go just play Guild Wars instead. I'll continue giving them my money. They're not perfect either, but they're not that rancid. At least to my knowledge. Speaking of which, I know I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to mention it again. I'm very excited for Secrets of the Obscure. It sounds like it's going to be a very fun time, and I'm not just saying that because they gave me a wizard hat. Well, I paid extra for them to give me a wizard hat, technically. But I'm not just saying that because there's a wizard hat involved, I swear. I'm gonna let the cat in to distract everyone. Oops. Are we gonna behave ourselves? Hi. Hi. Are we gonna behave? Are we gonna be a good kitten? Oh, oh. Hey. Hey. Hey, be nice, everybody. Yo. Hi, Miss Mia. Do you want to say hi to her? Oh, she's not right now. Oh, girls. Oh, girls. Good job. Good job. No? Okay. That's enough out of you. She was doing so well. How are you doing, Miss Marjorie? You learned how to use your pooper? Yeah? Yeah? Don't eat paper. Do not eat paper. Do not eat paper. I know you like fiber, but please do not eat paper. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same thing. I really just play games that I already enjoy. Like, I still play Sims and stuff like that, and of course I got Baldur's Gate, but I don't know. Smaller, well, stuff that started smaller, like Stardew, Coral Island, my obsession with Book of Hours and Cultist Simulator. Stuff like that is what really pulls me in. Hi, Annie! I'm doing good. I'm drawing Nebula right now. Going under. Wait! Wait a second! I think I've heard of a game like this, if not this specific game, and it was the funniest fucking shit. Is this the same game? I was trying to remember the title of it a while ago. No, oh, and it is. Yes! Yes, it is! Ma'am. No. No. Do I have to kick you out? No. We do not play with wires. No. No. It's very good. It's a very good game. I've seen a playthrough of it. I think it was when it was still in early access though. I have to go watch it again. Yeah, it looked really difficult. I loved the main player character though. Ma'am. Ma'am. She's doing her cutesy little "I'm innocent and you should love me's" little suck-up dance. What are you doing? Yeah. No, we don't bite. We don't attack legs. There we go. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. 69. Sorry. That's the number that pops into my head first. Every time I'm asked for a number. But yeah, 11 out of 10. And you're asking someone with chronic anxiety how terrified they are of something. I'm always terrified. I just play it off. Ma'am, we don't bite things, even if they look like they'd be tasty. Mademoiselle, what are you doing? Do not eat that. Okay, sniffing's fine. Now you can sniff. Sorry, I have to keep an eye on the cat while she's on the desk. Are we gonna settle down? Or are we gonna continue wandering? Oh, okay, goodbye. I don't remember who Tappy is, but I'm sure I will agree with you the moment I go start watching it. Do not play with the wires. The wires are not a toy. Young lady. Young lady. No, my toes are not toys either. Ma'am. No. Do I have to taco you? Is your eye okay, baby? Hey, hey. No nibbles. Okay, how's your eye? Hi, yeah, that's my finger. No nibbles. I'm looking at your eye, baby. I know, it's bugging you a lot, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Oh, ow. Ma'am, my chest is not a diving board. Ma'am. Do not eat paper. Do not eat paper. No, stop. Ma'am. No. Okay. You're staying on the lap for a little while. You're staying on the lap. Nope. Nope. You cannot be trusted around anything. No. 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 I am juggling her right now. Oh my goodness. No, ma'am. No. No. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Life is so terrible. I'm not letting you eat paper or chew wires or scratch my shoulders. Oh, life is so terrible. Life is so terrible. Oh, oh no. You're being wrapped up in a blanket and taco kittied. Oh no, what are you gonna do? She is purring. Hi. Hi. Yeah. No. 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 We're gonna taco. We're gonna be tacoed for a little bit. We're gonna be tacoed. We're gonna be tacoed because we don't know how to keep our paws to ourselves and our claws in. Yeah? No, we're gonna put our paws in there. We're not gonna use our claws. Okay? We're not gonna use our claws. No, baby. Oh, you're falling. Okay. That's an appropriate time to use your claws. But we're not gonna be doing that right now, okay? We're gonna be calming you. Calming you. Yeah. She is giving me this side eye. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Is baby Angie? Oh, I gotta get a picture of this. Oh my god. I'm gonna put it in Discord. Is baby Angie? Yeah. Baby's very Angie. Yeah. Don't mind her left eye. That's the thing that I'm gonna be bringing her into the vet for. It's just gunk that's leaked out. Look at your Angie baby. Oh, Angie baby, you're okay, right? You're not getting. Angie baby, yeah. No. Angie baby stay in the Angie taco. Angie babies stay in the Angie taco until they put their claws away. That's where Angie babies go. Yeah. Angie baby. Angry baby. Two can play at the sassy game, ma'am. Two can play at the sassy game. No, let it go. No, we do not claw things. We do not claw things. We do not claw things. We're gonna put that back in there. Now we're gonna stay in the Angie baby taco. No. You either get to be in here in the Angie baby taco, or you get to stop clawing things, or you go out there where you don't claw me. No. Thank you, baby Choco. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you didn't see? No claws. Good job. There you go. There you go. No, we don't play with wires either. Angie babies don't play with wires. No. Yeah. Oh, you poor eye. Yeah, I'm gonna call the vet. I'm gonna call them and see what they want me to do. Okay, baby? Yeah. No, we don't play with wires. We don't play with wires. Good job. Oh, there's some claws. But you know what? You did much better that time. Much better. Good job. Good job. You did much better. Now we're gonna let go of claws. And we're gonna go down. Good girl. Patience yields results. Thank you for joining me with baby talking my cat until she stops clawing my guts out. Ow. It hurts. Oh my lord. All the clawing up my shoulders still stings. I know you guys caught a couple of my screams of pain yesterday when she was clawing up my legs, but genuinely, it's only the worst ones where I actually scream. I'm used to the feeling of cat's claws, because I've had cats for a while. But she digs in deep sometimes. And I'm okay with her learning to remember to use her claws when she feels threatened by something. That's her defense. I understand that. I just don't want her to constantly be murdering my skin. What am I doing? I can just... my instinct of, not having alpha masks again. Oh lord. Marjorie? Is that you? Maybe she was just drinking water. Heard a weird noise. Oh my god, I forgot to mention. So I was afraid Baldur's Gate would be a bad game and would not give me good options for familiars. But it turns out Baldur's Gate is the best game ever. I don't think Crab is actually player's handbook, but you can have Crab familiar in Baldur's Gate as a wizard. You can have Crab. It's so fucking funny. You control your familiar separately on a different turn. And it has one attack, which is just pinch. It's literally a fucking ankle biter. It's so good. It does absolutely jack shit for combat, but it's so good flavor-wise. And he just hangs out with you until he takes damage. It's the best. Anyways, all hail the crab. I can't wait to get Fireball. I got a broken wand of Fireball as an item pickup earlier, and I was just like, oh, I'm not using that. Okay, nope. Where are ya, you little shit? Come here. Nope. Nope, we don't claw. We don't claw things. Okay? We don't claw things. That's not good for you. You're gonna be polite? You're gonna be a good kitty? No. 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 Ma'am. Good girl. She's learning. She's learning, slowly but surely, she's learning. She stopped going after my, I'm wearing like sweatpants with the, bit that like tightens and ties, with the tie bit. She was going after the strings on it. Hi, no, we don't attack wigs. And she stopped. She walked away. She did a good job. Are you eating paper? No. 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 What are you eating? Are you eating something? What are you eating? No. No. What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? What did you just eat? I'm kicking you out. I don't know what you ate. It's probably nothing. There's a lot of cat fur on the floor, and for some godforsaken reason, cats instinctually eat cat fur. I don't think it could have been anything else. Arm is crooked. What? There we go. Good Lord. No! As adorable as kittens are, they are such a handful. No meow. Oh, just made her louder. Oh, ow. Just wait it out, just wait it out, just wait it out. She's okay, she hasn't gotten anything in 30 seconds. It's not possible for her to do that. Not yet, at least. Now she is getting into something. One moment, please. I heard her knock something over. What did you do? No. That wasn't an invitation. Can you go back out there? Out. No. Out. No. No. What are you doing? No. No. Out. Out. No. Out. No. Good Lord. She has so much energy. I expected kitten energy to be a little bit lower. Yeah? Oh no, I'm so sorry, Annie. I was really hoping she'd be here before the session. Even still, I do appreciate the patience everyone had. Oh Lord. Ma'am. Ma'am. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay, baby. Ma'am. 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 It's okay. You're alright. Ma'am. Baby. Hang on, I gotta Google how to train a cat to not mew constantly. Okay, it's just normal, yeah. Will you calm down, baby? You're so loud. How does your tiny body make so much noise? Your tiny little body. How about this? How about this? How about we settle down? Here's my sweater. Here's my sweater. I wear it all the time. So it's got that good misty gun. How about we calm down? Calm down. How about we calm down, baby? Let's cuddle up. Let's cuddle up and calm down. I'm right here. You're okay. It's fine. Okay? lay down. Man. What are you trying to eat? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There is no food here. No. No. Yeah, that's my face. That's my face you're poking. Ma'am. 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 I need you to calm down. I need you to calm down. I need you to calm down. Calm down. Oh gosh. Let go. Let go. Let go. We're calm people. Very calm. We like the peace and quiet. But when you were in trouble, I need help. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. No nibbles. No nibbles. We don't nibble. I appreciate that it was a nibble and not a bite to go. I'll take that as a win. Can we calm down? Can we lay down? Can we be a good girl and lay down? Can we lay down? This is all for you. Lay down. Not freak out over everything, okay? I know. It's all really scary. You learn everything. And you're so curious. You're such a handful. And that's okay. You got eyes on her. What's she doing? What's she getting into? Is she troublemaking? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Hi. Well, be careful, baby. Okay, I'm gonna get the vacuum because she is sniffing up something. Yeah, you don't like that noise. Drums of something down there. Yeah. What's that? You didn't want to sniff that one? Mia wanted to sniff it. I guess she's a little bit more adventurous than you, huh? What? Oh, where's this happening? My chair's stuck. There we are. Okay. I would like to draw uninterrupted for 10 minutes, please. I want to get the shading and the lines done on this at least today. And I can fix all the issues remaining by doing the paint over. I know the hands are off. I gave up on them a long time ago. I feel like I shouldn't use my normal shading color for skin on this. It needs to be cooler toned. This is a reference for her cold alpha, but it's also technically her corrupted form. That's my Storyverse stuff, Annie. If you're still here, not your version. Yeah. No, like, the fun of them, like, the balancing of, like, combat and role-playing isn't just, like, per session to me. Like, I feel like there's a really good mix of just, like, the sessions overall. And it's fun to have, like, a lot of sessions in a row that are combat and, are kind of like a blitz through, like, I know we were very, very nervous in my dungeon because we had no idea, like, how we were gonna survive it, and I know that hurt you quite a lot. But now that there's some, like, safety in that, progression is not going to be so grueling like we initially assumed. It's still gonna be grueling, but, like, in a really fun way. Of just, like, on one hand, players like Rain, who have short rest stuff, get to finally show off that a little bit more, and players like me, who have long rest things, now have to really think through, like, when do I use certain things. Hey. It's very much challenging me, and oh, I think I just scraped one of her scratches. Ow. She scratched my face a couple of times this morning. Not on purpose, she was just trying to jump up on the bed, but, What are you messing with? Okay, yeah. No. Marjorie. Marjorie, no. 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 We don't fight things. The only thing that you should be biting is food. I would die. Oh my god. we would fucking die. It would be a fun death, but also it would be a very sad death. No, I want to make it to the end. What? Are you mad because I took away your chew toy? It wasn't a chew toy, baby. It was a lamp. I don't know why it was on the ground, but it wasn't for you. I never like it when yellows are greenish. What are you doing? If I hear one more crinkle, I'm gonna get ya. I didn't catch all of Rain's stream because I was having trouble focusing. But it was very funny watching him play Baldur's Gate because he picked, like, all the options I didn't. Completely opposite directions of taking the story in Baldur's Gate. I mean, I did come into Baldur's Gate knowing there was at least one character I definitely wanted to try to romance, so that was part of why, but... It did kind of suck that... I'm gonna try to be as non-spoilery as possible. Another character's, like, story moment happened in a place that just, like, I could not take seriously. And I was just kind of sitting there the whole time like, I'm so sorry. All of your, like, very important backstory that you're sharing right now is completely overshadowed by the fact that we're in the equivalent of just, like, 420 Blaze It territory. And I cannot take anything you're saying seriously right now because what you're saying is even more ridiculous than what I'm fucking looking at right now, sir. I'm loving the backstories for all the characters so far. There are some people in my party who are completely benched because they said mean things about people and I didn't like that. I appreciate that, how the leveling system works in Baldur's Gate, though. Because otherwise it would be a very frustrating game. It's already kind of a very frustrating game. Hey. My research said that you're not supposed to interfere while older cats are hissing to establish boundaries with newer kittens. But it just seems so mean. Oh no, what happened? Where did the kitten go? Okay, she's fine. She's just exploring. Yeah, you can explore that. That's fine. You're allowed to do that. Please don't claw everything, ma'am. That was a pretty nasty hiss. Oh, I don't have to hurry. Oh, no. Okay, we're all good. Marjorie's thankfully very smart. She's not like Mia. Hey. Hey. She's not even getting up in your business, Mia. I understand if she was like sniffing your butt or something. But she's literally just walking next to you. Come on. Cats are weird. I'm just glad she's not growling when Marjorie tries to eat or drink water or go to the toilet or something. She's been very polite about that, at least. It's just when Marjorie gets close to her. She's not going away, Miss Mia. You're gonna have to learn to tolerate her at the very least. I wonder how strong Kat's memories are. I wonder if Mia's thinking about when she was first introduced to Annabelle and is now realizing, oh, I understand why Annabelle growled at me a lot. Now I must growl at the new baby. Marjorie, what are you getting into? What are you doing? I don't believe you belong up there. What did you just do? I just saw her leap 5 inches into the air straight up. Marjorie, what did you just do? Did you just startle yourself? Baby girl, I don't believe you could be messing with this girl. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, that's not for baby kittens. No. No. We don't mess with that. Hey, you. Hey, you. Hey, you. Oh, baby kid. No. Oh, are you okay? Oh my goodness. Are you good? Are you alright? Oh no. Are you good? Alright, you look okay. Okay. Oh baby, you gotta be more careful. Hey. 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 Yeah. Hey. Hey. You're okay. You're okay. You're so grumpy. No. Yeah. Oh no, hold on. Where are you going? Is she over there? Mia's so angry at me. She's fine. Mia doesn't growl very often, and her growl is just like this really pitiful little meow. So it's not very threatening to me, at least. I feel bad for laughing at her, but it's like her tiny mew too. Honestly, what's always more worrying with her is she goes like completely rigid when she's grumpy like this. So I know she's upset and I'm trying to take it seriously. But my goodness, she could lighten up. I just wanted to make sure they separated a little bit. Mia! Stop hissing! She hasn't swatted at Marjorie. And I'm hoping it stays that way. you mean any? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Hey, Marjorie, are you getting into her business? Oh, Marjorie's getting into her business, oh no. Hey. Hang on, I gotta... Oh, hello, hold on just a second. I have to keep an eye on my kitten and my cat because they are having a cowboy standoff right now because this kitten is not smart and not backing off. But hello, thank you Daishima for stopping by. I'm working on some D&D art and oh my god, oh no. Marjorie, what are you doing? Okay, Mia's looking away. I think we're safe for now. Cat tax. One moment. I will get a picture of their cowboy stuff. This is so funny. Oh my god, you're barely gonna be able to see the kitten because she's so dark. My fucking 6-year-old Maine Coon is terrified of this 8-week-old kitten and is growling at her because she feels threatened. Oh my god. This is so stupid. Cats being cats. Yeah, hello everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'm Ambrosia. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm working on some art of a D&D character and my character's backstory. The cats aforementioned are my older Maine Coon Mia and the Maine Coon kitten I just got literally just the other day, Marjorie. They are quite the pair so far. I'm kind of losing it at this image. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Of why it's just so funny that this older cat... Marjorie, are you eating paper again? Don't you dare. Oh god, that's big. Uh-oh. Let me just... Hi. Fit the screen. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah? Yeah? Do you have more to tell me, ma'am? Here we go. Make that smaller. We'll put it in the chat window because that seems a little broken. The lower little kitten, the cat in the back, the perspective's a little off. She looks very small in comparison right now. She's like 5 times the size of that kitten in the foreground there. And she's threatened by this kitten just coming up to her and like laying down on her. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. And here's a very cute picture of Miss Marjorie from the other day where she finally calmed down and slept while I was streaming yesterday. Today she is a... Careful, baby. No, careful. Careful. Ma'am, can you get down from there? I don't like that. Ma'am, that's rickety. Ma'am. Marjorie, please. Needless to say, she's a little shit. But we love her. She fits right in. Ma'am, careful, baby. You good? Alright, you're good. Cool. She's very, very sweet, oh my goodness. My family's previously... Yeah, exactly, Philip. My family previously had gotten a kitten from this particular cattery that I got her from, so I knew, that it was pretty low risk for like getting a good kitty from there. She's been very great so far. She's been very well behaved, minus yeah, you. Minus some biting and scratching. But that's normal for new kitten, new place, and all sorts of things going on for her all at the same time. But oh my goodness, her kitten energy is so much. I was prepared for kitten energy. I was not prepared for this degree of kitten energy. She is all over the place constantly. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. You wanna cuddle? Come here. Where are you? Where'd you go? What are you doing? You're not climbing my chair again, are you? Come here. Hi. Oh. Hi. 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 Oh, we got purrs. We got a little kitten purrs. It's too quiet for the mic to pick up, but it's very adorable, I will assure you. Hi. Yeah. She's so tiny. If you're not familiar with Maine Coons are big kitties. And they're even big as little kittens. But they're still little tiny beans at first. Bye, Marjorie. Oh, careful. But yeah, she's been here for she arrived Thursday evening. Amidst pure chaos, and kudos to her. She's already learned to nibble, not bite, and she has figured out the litter box finally. That was very much an event. And now I just need her to learn to not scratch my legs and my arms, and when she's jumping on the bed at night, please do not aim for my face. There have been some incidents. It's all good though. She's startled me a few times by like really digging in her claws, but for the most part they're superficial, just like surface scratches, as one would expect from cats. Oh my god, cat tax? Cat tax? Send pics? Send pics? Hello? Hello? You have cat? Cat? Share cat? You can't just say you have a cat in my chat and not share. This is the cat obsessed chat, listen. I quite literally have like 3 topics I talk about: whatever video game I'm obsessed with, whatever the hell I'm drawing, / my OCs in general, and cats. Please share cat. While we wait for cat tax, let me tell you about the character I'm drawing. So this isn't my D&D character, this is an NPC in my character's backstory. My character is named Nova. They are a Bladesinger wizard, which basically means their only spell that they normally cast other than Firebolt is Stab. You can send a link just in chat. I don't have any... You're not gonna get sniped because of a link in chat. If you're in Discord or something like that, you can just send it to a Discord server and then just grab the link to the Discord image and send that. Otherwise, if you upload it somewhere like Twitter or Tumblr, you can send that link. I don't think my Twitch buttons are working for... Maybe? We'll know in about 3 seconds. Nope. Okay, yep, those are broken. I broke a lot of things the other day. It looks like my Twitch bot commands are still not working through Stream Deck. Whoopsie, that's fine. I'll fix them eventually. It's okay if you can't figure it out. Cat tax is just a general internet joke of if you mention that you have a pet, you're required to send a picture of it. I think my pin died. One moment, I have to charge it for 10 seconds. Maybe it lost the Bluetooth again. It likes to do that. Oh, that's such a good name. I used to have a kitten named Nemo. It made me think of that. Marjorie is the 5th Maine Coon that my family has had, although she's the first one that I'm raising myself. We first had Annabelle, who unfortunately passed earlier this year at 18 years old. She was an old crotchety grandma cat who was very, very stubborn and quite close to all of our hearts. And then we had Benjamin, who had some problems earlier in his life, so, which is unfortunately pretty common for cats. Sometimes things just happen. Then we had Mia, my current big kitty, and Nemo. Nemo went with a different family member, whereas Mia was my cat, so she came with me. She is a big, poofy fluff ball of chaos. She likes to cause problems on purpose. She is the kind of cat that she will look you dead in the eyes and then knock something over on purpose, type of thing. I think they're just replying to me, Jada. And now I have Marjorie, my little kitten here, and as per her lineage of Queen Annabelle, Princess Mia, and now Duchess Marjorie, she is a menace, as she should be. Oh my goodness. She's still settling in, of course, but my lord, she has so much energy, it's hard to keep up with her. Yeah, it's all good. We have a little memorial for Miss Annabelle in my china cabinet, which was very nice to get from the vet. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find all my Annabelle pics, but it's a little bit hard at the moment still. But I want to make like an album of her. She wasn't the first cat I've had in my life. I've had a lot of cats, like over 20, that I've helped raise in some way or another. Long story short, we picked up a stray that we thought was just a little bit fat. Turns out she was pregnant. And so the story goes. But that was quite a while ago. Yeah. that was when I was much younger, so well, I helped out with like taking care of litter boxes and stuff like that. I don't have any pictures of her. If I recall correctly, we named her Fluffy. And then of her litter, I remember we kept an orange kitten named Tiger, who we thought was a boy. Foreshadowing. Well, guess what died? So here's what happened. Fluffy had, I believe, 5 kittens. We thought all of them but like one were female, so we got all the females spayed. And we left the male kitties alone because surely that would be fine, right? Yeah, I mean, all the ladies are all fixed. Turns out one of the boys was actually a girl. And then Tiger got pregnant later on because they were outdoor cats at the time. This was ages and ages ago. And then we had more kittens. We learned our lesson, to say the least. This is indeed why you get all of the cats fixed. Yeah. Yeah. It was a very adorable and chaotic time. We eventually got them all, like, adopted away, and I think a few of them went to my aunt's farm to help with mice, if I recall correctly. Hello? Oh, I see. That's shading. Right now, by the way, if you're new here, if you haven't seen me draw, I'm just coloring over the line art to make the next part of my drawing process easier. I do all my steps, and then at the very end I paint over everything to clean it all up. And doing this just makes it easier to do all of that without having, like, old line art peek through. Aw, I'm sorry, Jada. Kittens are a lot of work. If you do want to get a kitten fix, though, the way my sister found her cats, and something she recommended me when I was deciding between whether I was going to adopt from a shelter or go to a breeder, there may be either cat cafes or cat lounges in your area, and they often work with shelters. So if you just want to, like, hang out with cats for a little while, it's a nice thing to do. They're very adorable. Mia? No. Down. 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 Do you want me to get the spray bottle? Ma'am? Down. Come here, you big grumpus. Ow! Baby! That was uncalled for. No, you know you're not allowed to lick plastic. He's bothering. Hey. Hey. Chill. No. Don't hiss. No. No meow. No meow. There you go. My lord! Oh, I'm sorry, Di. Yeah, cats are expensive. Well, I have more scratches thanks to Mia now. My cats are crazy. First there was Annabelle who tried to eat chocolate, and now there's Mia who tries to lick plastic, and now Marjorie likes to eat paper. Why are my cats like this? Have a good evening, Jada. I gotta cough for a second, so let me mute so you don't have to listen to. I wish I was exaggerating with any of those three things, but no, Annabelle used to lick chocolate off of things. Mia, if she sees plastic or hears it crinkle, she tries to go lick it for some reason. And I've caught Marjorie eating paper, and she's only been here for 2 days. Does she just not have enough fiber in her diet? Is this just a cat thing? I know the licking plastic is a cat thing that happens if they're feeling understimulated. I think Mia does it when she's stressed out, to be perfectly honest. Because obviously she's stressed out because there's a new weird kitten in her house, in her territory. He ate your book? What the? Thankfully, Marjorie only found, like, some instructions for a, do-it-yourself, embroidery pattern, and she only got like the little corner of it before I caught her. But she was trying to go after my leasing paperwork, and I was like, Marjorie, no! That's really important. How did you find that? Oh my god! Yeah, I haven't had that happen. I know they go after like toilet paper and stuff because it looks kind of like a toy to them. Do I just feel the yeah, I did. Hi. Are you upset because you can't annoy Miss Mia anymore? I think that's a personal problem, Marjorie, and I think that's something you should get checked out. That's a little evil baby. No, don't go in the trash. Don't go in the trash. Hey. Ma'am. Hey, come here. Okay, little shit. There she goes. I think she's taking joy and making Mia hiss. And I'm a little nervous about that. Hi, Pop. I am covered in 3 times the amount of scratches I got during D&D. But she has learned to use the litter box, so I will take that as a win. It has been tiring, but very, very adorable. Honestly, all she had to do was like what she did last night, which was as I was like getting ready for bed, I pulled her into the room with me, and she kind of curled up next to me and like was looking at me and was sitting there like, what's going on? Oh, we're going to bed. And then she turned around and she flopped against my arm and just immediately tuckered herself in, and I was like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're forgiven for all of your war crimes. Oh my gosh. Yes, so she starts out sleeping in the bed with me. I don't know if she stays there all night. I would assume not, because I tend to move around a lot while I sleep. But she certainly tries. When I take naps during my work breaks, she does come over and sit on my chest and nap with me. Which, yes, is very adorable. Hi! Are we gonna settle down? Are we gonna settle down, baby? She's come onto my desk. She's a little menace. She has 3 different ways to get onto my desk at this point. I did not teach her any of them, and nor did Mia. I think Mia's really upset, though, because, like, Mia won't sleep in the bed with me. She doesn't like how much I move around. But typically at night, at some point, she'll come over and start kneading on me. Like, she tucks me in at night. It's really, really cute what Mia does. And she's really upset about the kitten right now, so she hasn't been doing that, and I think she's mad about it. No, that is not a chew toy. No. 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 Wait a second. I had a delivery today. I think there were supposed to be some chew toys for her in there. Some kitty chew toys. This whole huge box just for you. Cause you're a little shit. I'd show it on camera, but every time I've tried to turn on my webcam lately, it's crashed OBS. So I'm her chew toy for now. Sadly. Please stop biting me. Please. I'm begging. It'll be here tomorrow, probably. It's okay, it's okay. I've taught her to nibble, not bite, at least. Isn't that right? We nibble, we don't bite. Okay. These have been the least productive art streams I've had. But it's okay. It's alright. It's all kitten. We're just kidding around. Oh, sorry. I couldn't mute in time for that one. Apologies, my sinuses have been bugging me lately. It's the changing of the seasons. That's a cat taker for stream. Yeah, sometimes it really is. That's okay. We're just here to vibe. My pen died again. Least productive, more entertaining. Oh no. Because I'm constantly just baby talking my cats. I had to taco Miss Marjorie earlier because she was getting very clawy and it was very painful and I wanted her to calm down. I don't know how she's still so frisky. She had a long car ride to get here, so like the day she came it was understandable that she was so frisky. Why is this not working? Hello? I'll leave it in a little bit. Hopefully Marjorie didn't see that. She thinks my iPad charger is a play toy. And teaching her that it is not working just yet. Ah, shoot. I forgot to order that stuff that makes cords taste nasty to cats. Annabelle finally, grew out of it, and Mia was never a wire chewer, but Marjorie is a wire chewer, unfortunately. I think she just needs something to teeth on. I think that's her problem. So that's why I got her chew toys, so hopefully she'll just focus on those. And hopefully I won't make the problem worse. She is calming down for the night a little bit. It was worse earlier. She woke me up at 6:30 this morning. And that's when she clawed my face. A little bit after that, because she was just really excited and she was jumping around and jumping on and off the bed. And I was just like, oh dear, I'm not gonna get more sleep, am I? She would not stop running around. Okay, are you happy now? No, you're not. What the heck? Did you freeze? Is it sketchbook? Hello? It might have been sketchbook. Sometimes sketchbook just gets angry for no reason. Ah, it was indeed sketchbook. Evil, evil sketchbook. Just let me do the thing. Hello, can I... There we go. That's working at least. Yeah, she's only 8 weeks old, so she's in that stage where we have to teach her, like, that it's okay, she's on her own. And I felt really, really bad earlier, because, like, she kind of drove me to my limit. She, what she keeps doing is, she comes over to, I sit cross-legged in my chair, and she kept coming over and jumping and grabbing onto my leg to climb up into my lap, and it's very painful. So I was finally at my limit, and I put her outside the room, and I closed the door, and I sat down and played video games in peace for several hours, and she finally cooled off. She took some naps. She basked in the sun of the window in the living room for a little while, and all was well finally. She's calmed down on that a little bit more now that I've started doing that as her punishment for jumping up on me, booting her out of the room. And hopefully she will completely learn that jumping up like that is a no-go. Because I don't want to lock her out of here. Both because I don't enjoy locking her out of the room, and also it gets really hot in here when the door's closed. Oh, poor baby. Yeah, my dad kept his door closed when I was still living with him, and when Annabelle and Mia were with us then. And so they'd always sleep in my room, and it was now at the point that now that I'm living on my own, Mia still does this, and Annabelle did this as well, but they would just follow me around the house and just stick with me all day. And it's not that they couldn't be alone, they'd be perfectly fine if they just wanted to stay in the other room, but they just preferred always being not alone, and it was really cute. And I know Mia's trying to do that right now still, but she's just really upset about Marjorie. It usually takes cats a few weeks to get used to a new cat in the household, though, so it'll probably be a bit longer before everything settles out. By next week, I would assume they'd probably be at least tolerable of each other. I think Marjorie's figured her shit out. I think it's just Mia needs to calm her tits. Which is okay. It's perfectly understandable for her to need some time. It definitely feels like the kind of thing where it's just like, so unfortunately when Marjorie first arrived, like, she's obviously very confused and whatnot, and she hissed at Mia, and after that point is when Mia started hissing back at her. Yeah? Where are you? What are you doing? Oh, you're hanging out there? Okay. That's fine. You can hang out there. Yeah, did you hear it? Aw, her mews are so cute. I love her little chirps. I haven't lived with a, like a normal house cat in a while. I've just lived with Maine Coons for the longest time, so I'm just so used to the Maine Coon chirps. I'm not sure if normal house cats make these chirpy noises that often. Because these cats only, like, full meow when they're upset. They usually just chirp at you. Well, Mia mews at me, but that's just because she likes to talk. Marjorie, ma'am, mademoiselle, what are you doing? No. Marjorie! No. Sorry about that. She was playing with a ribbon. I don't like cats playing with ribbons. I had a cat one time that swallowed a piece of yarn. It is a very expensive and tedious procedure when a cat swallows yarn like that. I do not encourage cats to play with ribbons. Oh, Lord. Especially Marjorie, because day one, she chewed through a toy Mia's had for like a year and a half in 5 minutes. And it has kind of like a yarn-like size and like string to it. I was like, oh god. This cat's gonna be a nightmare to find toys for, isn't she? Thankfully, she has been very polite about the other play toys so far, and she has not bitten them in half, like that first one. But I live in fear. That's okay, though. She's just doing kitten things. Still finding her place. Yeah! There we go. It's now paint over time. This is my favorite part of the process, but it takes forever. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh, that sounds like an experience, Philip. Were you like fishing for crabs? What did you have crab bait for? Oh, speaking of crabs, I did contact Twitch about getting affiliate back, so we might have crab emojis back. And once I start posting Nikki videos to YouTube, and I can get partner crab here as well on YouTube. I miss my crab emojis. I loved them. I also missed it when people would play Where's Waldo with my avatar. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I have, Real Chan. My cats like to use my chest as a springboard for their jumps. And somehow that is less painful than when a cat manages to nail you in the hip. It's very painful. Yeah. My worst cat experience was fully deserved on my part. I was a very young child, and I didn't mean to, but I accidentally pulled this cat's tail. and he turned around and bit my ear hard. And I remember, even at the time, I was very young, I was just like, you know, that's fair. I'll leave you alone now. I was obviously crying and very upset, but I was also like, no, yeah, that was deserved. I did accidentally pull your tail, sir. Mia typically claws me by accident. None of the cats I've had recently really have clawed me on purpose. Oh, that's really neat. I've only seen, like, images of, like, commercial crab fishing where they, like, net them. That's really cool. Listen, yes, I think crabs are very adorable, and I enjoyed having hermit crabs as a pet, although I would not recommend them as pets. But also crabs are delicious to eat. Fun fact, the creature that was supposed to be under the hat that I am nowadays was supposed to be a crab, but I couldn't design a crab that really spoke to me. And then I was like, you know what would be the most mystical and wonderful creature to be under the hat? One that you cannot see, that you must imagine in your mind's eye. But if you've seen the wizard crab emoji, it's probably just that. I need to design a good crab critter at some point. I've very much struggled with it so far. But I do think it would be very fun to have a crab avatar. They're just not easy to draw. They're just not something I've drawn very often. I've drawn, like, my little cartoon crabs a lot. But drawing one that, like, would move well in Live 2D is a lot harder. Miss Marjorie? Are you okay? Are you just mewing to mew? Are you mad because I moved the book that had ribbons on it? Because you're not supposed to be chewing that, baby girl. Oh my god. I don't really sing or do like any music things, so I feel like a light sticks emoji wouldn't be very good for my streams. My singing voice is not good, it's in fact very bad. The only time you'll catch me singing is when I'm singing the No song as I run in fear from the Reaper of Leviathan in Subnautica, or any other various horror game. Or if I forget myself and I start humming to Sayonara Wild Hearts again. Yeah? Baby girl, where are you? I don't see you. Where'd you go? Miss Marjorie? Oh, there you are. Hi. Good girl. You're not trying to climb up here. Come here. Good job. Good job. Good job being very polite. Where'd you go? girl. Where are you? Where did you go? Marjorie? I don't want to accidentally run her over. Baby girl. You didn't climb up there, did you? Marjorie? There you are. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you having fun? Good job, baby girl. She's learning. Yeah. You did good. You're allowed to paw at me to say hi. I just don't want you jumping up on me because that hurts. Oh no. Oh no. I saw Mia jump up on something that has breakables, and Marjorie just ran into the room. I think I'm going to move those after stream. Hello? Can I get my zoom back? Oh my god, what on earth? Please go away! Why are you here? Why won't this go away? What is that? I don't want that. There's no option to get that to go away for some reason. That's where my flip canvas button is, please! I need my flip canvas button! Can I make this flip canvas? Oh my god, I can. Okay, I don't want that to be undo. I'll make both of these flip canvas. So if I do that, and I go back, it didn't work! You lied to me! Why is there... Wait... Why is there something over there? Why is there something down here? What the hell are you? Marjorie? No. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, that's grounds for getting kicked out of the room. No, ma'am. No. 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 We don't chew on wires. Guess who went after a wire? Okay. 3 fingers swipe. You're lying to me. Is there something else in here that's causing this? Why do you not work? Oh, I got it! Oh. I'm in. I don't use a lot of gestures while I'm drawing, because I tend to activate them by accident. I just really use the color picker. How on earth is that doing that? My preference should be slit to only use the pin. Hold on a second. What is that? Why is that happening? No. No, 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 no. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Something has messed up with my settings, and I'm very upset by it. I'm extremely upset by this. What is this? I'm sorry? No, 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 no. We use pin mode here. Because I don't fucking draw with my fingers. Okay. It should be fixed now. And if it's not fixed, I'm gonna be very upset. It's fixed. Good. How dare you change that on me? Absolutely not. I don't appreciate that, sketchbook. You better not do it again. And if you do it again, I'm gonna go complain to your support team again, and I'm gonna yell at them, and I'm gonna be really mad, okay? Why is this not working? Okay, that's why. Okay, we fix it. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. This is fine. Sorry? Sorry? You wanna work? You wanna draw? Why are you not drawing? Why'd you stop drawing? After 10 seconds? Excuse me? I swear to God. There's something in here that is doing something. Or is it just that you're getting upset with me for no reason, sketchbook? Oh my God, why? Why? Did the Bluetooth die again? No, it's there. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. I think it's telling me to stop. I think it's telling me to end stream, and I'm not delighted by this in the slightest. I did want to play more Baldur's Gate today, but I was having fun drawing, alright? We got really far on this. Oh right, I turned that off. There we go. I'm screenshotting that, Philip. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. You're right. You're right. We will make it very mean. It's okay. I'm here every week, 7 p.m. Central, somewhere around that, Fridays and Saturdays. I try my best to stream both days. Sometimes I'm a little lazier than other days, and sometimes I play Baldur's Gate for a little bit too long, and I end up to stream 30 minutes late. It just do be like that. But yeah, I mean, subscribe if you'd like to hang out and draw. I'll be working on more animatic stuff. I might finish this drawing off stream, but I have the counterpart for this drawing in progress. Why is that doing? Oh, that's why. Where is it? I'm also drawing Nova flipping, flipped to the other side, matching her. What's in here? Oh, that's Nova's references. But yeah, I always have plenty of art to work on. The cats will always be here. Hopefully we'll have less upset mewing in the background as well. And hopefully less technical difficulties. I don't know what just happened. I've never had this happen before. I think my pin just completely lost power and it just needs to charge for a little bit. I'm hoping that's what it is and it's not something else. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'll be working on, if you're familiar at all with the games Shining Nikki or Love Nikki Dress Up Queen, I am working on some videos I'll be posting to YouTube for those where I read lore and go through event stages. I'll be trying to keep up with current events for that, have it all nicely edited, and have the reflection stories read out loud as well for each event. I'm still working on that, but I know there's some interest for people to see those, so. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. I'm going to try to smooch Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3 now. And maybe also Gale. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of doing poorly on both of those fronts somehow. Alright, bye-bye everyone!